No, don't have this laptop or some system at his native. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. So we are discussing about abstract classes, is it?
Yes, sir.
Inheritance is already over. Yeah, inheritance is over. Abstract classes. Okay.
Yes. Sir, have you prepared the specification for BDCs and module pools, sir?
BDC is there already prepared long back itself, but I have not sent. Yeah, I'll send it.
Okay, just
Module
so
pool I have not prepared. I need to prepare.
no, okay, sir. You just prepare that one also, sir. Will you send the spec today, sir?
Yeah, I'll send.
Okay, sir.
Shall we wait or shall we start it?
1 second, sir.
Okay, otherwise we'll wait for 2 minutes. We'll wait and we'll start.
Okay, sir. Again, we are calling to Zaved, sir. That's fine.
You are calling to?
Zaved.
Okay, okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
One minute.
Okay, sir. Yeah, sir. You can start, sir. He has problem in the net. Is that right?
Okay.
You can start, sir.
Fine. So let us start with the abstraction. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So yesterday we are discussing what is a abstraction class. Abstraction class means it's not like a normal class. Abstraction class can also have some methods which were not implemented.
Okay, sir.
Later on what you will do, you will inherit that class, and in the inherited class you will try to implement the methods. Okay. So let me create one abstract class and show it to you.
Okay, sir.
I'll go to AC24. I'll say JetCL test 1, click on create. This is example for abstract class. Remove the final checkbox. Here there is something called public is there. Expand this and select this abstract.
Okay.
Save it. Okay, now I'll create a method M1 and I'll say instance public. I'll create an instance public method and M2 also I'll say instance public. Don't create static public methods as abstract methods.
Okay, sir.
Now I'll try to implement M1 and M2. So now I have implemented both the methods, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, but what we have discussed, abstract method means like in abstract class you can have certain methods which cannot be implemented. Now, what I want to do, I want to do M1 as the abstract method. Now, this is abstract class. Abstract class has some methods
Yes, sir.
which are implemented and which are not implemented. The methods which are not implemented is called abstract methods.
Okay, sir.
This method M1 already we have implemented and I want to make it as a abstract method. See what will happen. So now I want to make the M1 as abstract method, so I will put cursor on M1 and click on this icon, detail icon. Okay. So in the detail icon there is something called here abstract. See.
Okay.
Put this, check this. So after you check this, immediately what it was saying, implementation of method M1 is deleted. So whatever the code you have written inside
Sir.
method M1 and end method, so write I am M1 or something, whatever you have written,
Yes,
so
sir.
that one got deleted immediately. Now continue,
Yes, sir.
you can change, now activate. So now method M1 is called abstract method. M2 is called a normal method because M1 is not implemented. If you go inside, so it is saying when I double click, if you observe the status,
Method
what
M1
it
is
saying?
abstract.
Method M1 is abstract. That means no implementation is there here. Activate this, come back. Now I'll create ZCL test 2. This is a normal method. So which I'll inherit from Z test 1. Superclass I'll make it as ZCL test 1. Remove the final and save it. Okay. Here I want to write something in M1.
Okay, sir.
I'll double click. Okay. So if I double click, what it was saying, method is abstract and has not been redefined.
Yes, sir. We need to redefine it.
Now what to do?
We need to
Yeah,
redefine.
Redefine the method and write whatever you want.
Okay.
So this is how abstract methods will be implemented later on in the inheriting classes.
Okay.
Okay, now again you can go for SE38. You can declare create object obj, then you can call the method and so on and so forth, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you create an object for abstract method, abstract class? Can you create an object for abstract class? Let us see.
Okay, sir.
I'll go to SE38. Now what I will do here, data obj type ref2 ZCL underscore test1. ZCL test1 is abstract class.
Okay, sir.
Start of selection, create object obj. I will save it. Check what it was saying. You cannot generate instance of the abstract class. So for abstract class you cannot
Create an object.
create instance. Instance means object.
Okay.
You cannot create object for abstract class. Remember this point. This is important and will be asked in your interviews. Can you create an object for abstract class? Why can't you create an object for abstract class?
So there will be no variables. And
Variables means
attributes we are not declared.
attributes, leave it.
Okay, sir.
If you create attributes, can you create an object?
No, sir.
You cannot. Even though if you there is no relation between attributes and creating the object.
Okay, sir.
The relation is only you are declaring the class as abstract class. Abstract class means, as I told you, you can implement some methods, you cannot implement some methods.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So and I also told you declare all the methods as a instance methods,
Yes, sir.
not as a static. So now based on these two, try and tell me why we cannot create an object for abstract class. If I create an object for abstract class, a system will give me a provision to call the abstract methods also. OPJ method M1 also I can give.
Yes, sir.
Okay, which will not lead to the fruitful statement. It's not a correct one because M1 is not implemented.
Yes.
Maybe M2 is not implemented. So we don't know which methods are implemented or which methods are not implemented. Correct?
Okay, sir.
So for abstract class you cannot create object, but for the child class which is inherited, in the child class you need to implement all the methods completely. So you can create a object for the child class. Say for example, I'll go here, check it. Now it is true
Okay, sir.
because M1 implementation is also there. M2 implementation will come from the abstract class because it is inherited from the abstract.
Okay, sir.
Correct. So this is the way. So fine. How to do the same thing using program? Can I do? Because this is very few lines of code. I will take it out and I will try to do here itself the coding. How to do the same thing here in the program locally? Tell me the code. How you will create a class?
Class.
Yeah, class.
Class
Give some name.
Class name.
Okay, C1
Definition.
definition. End class.
End class. Okay, sir.
In between class and end class, you will give 3 sections.
Yes, sir. Public.
Public section,
Private.
protected section,
Protected and private.
private section. Done. Now go to the public. So here I will say methods
M1.
M1 comma M2.
M2.
Now I want to declare this class as an abstract class. Okay, class C1 definition abstract. So now I have declared this class as an abstract class.
Okay, sir.
Inside the abstract class, there could be some methods. That method may be abstract method or normal method.
Okay, sir.
I want to make M1 as abstract method, so I'll give here abstract.
Okay, sir.
So M1 is abstract method, M2 required implementation. We'll save this and check. I have not implemented any method and I'll show you the check statement. What is saying? Class C1 definition
Implementation.
is not having implementation. Okay. So if I give for M2 also, if I give abstract,
It says same.
then save it, check it. It's syntactically correct. It's not asking a implementation for the abstract method.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now,
Sir, in protected and private also we can create a method, sir.
yeah,
Abstract
in
methods.
private and private also you can. Yeah, you can create. But create instance.
Instance. Okay.
Don't create static.
What
So what
happens?
I meant to say is class hyphen, don't use class hyphen methods.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. What happens
Alright,
if you
so
use static?
see, because you cannot create an object for the
Static.
abstract methods. No. Static you leave out. First word concept we learned here till now is you cannot create an object for the abstract class. Correct?
Okay, sir.
What is the reason behind that? Because some methods are implemented and some methods are not
That's not
implemented.
implemented.
If that methods are static, then there is a chance that without creating an object, somebody will try to call it.
Yes, sir.
So don't
Call
create.
method.
So it will not allow static methods.
Okay, sir.
So fine, class and class. Then I'll say that I will implement this
Yes, sir.
class CLSS class
C1
C1
implemented.
C1 implementation
Method.
and class
Method into
method M1
strictness.
and method right. You can write some logic here. I am M1 or something. I'll put it. So this implementation is done. Now I'll say class C2 definition inheriting from C1
Okay.
and class simply. Now I'll save it and I will check it. What will happen now?
So that
This is not M1, this is M2, sorry. M1 is abstract class not required implementation. Only M2 is required. Tell me. Now I have inherited class C1 to C2. Now what will happen?
method M1 will also
I'll save
compress.
it and check it. That M1, for the M1, it will ask implementation now.
Yes.
I'll check. See, the class is derived from the abstract class
Yes.
and not all of its abstract methods are redefined. You must define the class as abstract.
Okay, sir.
So what you need to do, you need to redefine the method M1.
M1.
So here, so what I'll do, here I'll go for public section. Protected section, private section, method,
M1.
not method, methods, M1, redefinition, do it. After that,
Then we need to implement
class
C2.
C2 implementation and class method
M1.
M1 and method, right? I am child method M1 or something, M1, yeah. So like this. So whatever we have done in SE24 level, the same thing I have repeated here. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So after this again, what you need to do? You just do the things like data obj type ref2. Now here class name is
C1.
C2. If you give C1, it's abstract class. You
Yes,
cannot
sir.
create an object for C1.
Yes, sir.
You give C2, it will be okay. and after creating the object, if you want, call method C1, not C1, sorry, obj singular
M1.
C1, C2, which one is, yeah, C1 I will call. C1 is the abstract method, sorry, not C1, C1 is the class name, M1
One.
method name, M1. Okay, so this is what about the concept of abstract and abstraction. So now you got the difference between abstract class and abstract methods, correct?
Yes.
Fine. So now let us go to something called interface. Okay, so interface, when you are going for an interface, so please remember a few points.
Okay, sir.
Interface is it's something like class only, and the interface also has some methods. But the thing is, all the methods are empty methods. In abstract class, what's happening? Some methods are implemented and some methods are not implemented. Because some methods are left empty, because later on you can implement as per your requirement.
Yes.
You will take the class as a parent class and you can create a child class, and in the child class you can implement the empty method as per your requirement, and I will implement I will inherit the same class. I will implement the method as per my requirement. So that is abstract. Abstraction concept is it will provide the basic template and you can implement it later however you want. Correct.
Okay.
So that is happening. But in the interface, what will happen? It has all empty methods. Okay, it has only the method definitions. That's it. Interface has method definitions, and also one small important point is interface declaration should be always public. Don't create interfaces as a protected or private.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So when the interface is, so now what will happen once you create the interface? This interface need to be added inside the class.
Okay.
Okay. So once you add the interface inside the class, all the method definitions, whatever you have done, that will come to the class also. So now let us see how it will work. What is the interface? How to create the interface? How to add it to the class?
Okay, sir.
We'll go to SE24. So generally what will happen? You need to give like, say the naming convention of the class. I told you to give ZCL.
Yes, sir.
For interface, give ZIF. Use ZIF
Okay, sir.
as a naming convention for the interface. Now I'll give ZIF test. Create. So now it's already giving C interface ZIF test. Description you give something and save it. Okay, so now I'll declare here some method. The method name is get some, give some name, and level is what?
Instance.
Instance or static you can give. I will give the instance. So this is always public, so here visibility is not given.
Yes, sir.
Because the methods whatever you declare in interface is always public. So in this method I will put some parameters. Okay, so I'll put some parameters. Parameters is I'll put num1. Num1 is importing. Num2. Num2 is
Importing.
importing, and sum is
Exporting.
exporting. So associated type,
Character.
just like that, I will give char5 or char10. So I have already given the things like num1, num2 and num3. So these are called parameters for the methods. And say for example, I will give another method, get VBAK, sales details. Okay. So this is an instance. If you want to give the description, you can give some description also. Or get the total, make the total. Fine. So get VBAK, I'll give some parameters. Parameters VBELN, type, what can I give? Type. This is importing parameter. I will import the sales document number. Associated type VBAK hyphen VBELN, table hyphen field name. So this is a sales document number. And I want to export a work area. WA VBAK. This is exporting, and this is type VBAK. Okay. So if I want to export an internal table, what can I do? I'll put IT internal table VBAK exporting. What shall I give here?
Table type.
You shall give the table type. Okay. If you give VBAK, whatever is there here, parameter, that will become a work area.
Yes, sir.
But you should give something here so that this is become an internal table. So what you should give here?
Table
You
type.
should give a table type for VBAK. How you will search a table type for VBAK?
Structures. Go to list 11.
Go here, go the data type, put here
Star VBAK.
VBAK and click on F4.
Data types. Table types.
Search for table types.
So VBAK T.
VBAK T.
VBAK underscore T.
So let me see this. One moment. What's here? So this is the table type which is having a line type as VBAK. So now what I will do is I'll put here this, sorry, not this VBAK.
VBAK
I need to put
_
this VBAK underscore T, so that this will become a internal table. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the methods now. Click on the methods. So now what we have done, we have declared two methods and their import and export parameters. That means this is a structure. That means this is called a method definition. Correct?
Yes.
So we have declared a method definition, but there is no implementation is required here. All the methods are empty methods. So come back, activate your interface and come back. So ZIF test. This is the interface. You have created the interface. Now what I will do? Remember the interface name and go here ZCL test 3. I will create a class. Now I am creating a class. Description, you give something. Remove this final. Click on save. Save as a local object or give it a package and save it. Now there is something called here interfaces. Click on this interfaces and add the interface ZIF underscore
Test.
Add this here. As soon as you enter this interface, what's happening? You go to the methods and see what's happening. So the methods get sum and get VBAK are coming up here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but how it is coming? It is coming as interface tilde method name. This is the interface name.
Yes.
Correct? And this is tilde method name. Interface name tilde method name. This is how the methods are coming up here. So now what you want to do? If you want to do something here, you do it. So what I want to do here, sum is equal to num1 plus num2. I want to do it here. Come back and get VBAK. So what I will do here, select single star from VBAK into table into table item you can take, or into work area I will take to for the better. So the into table into work area. Work area means WA underscore VBAK. Where? What is that? Where VBELN is equal to VBELN. Save it. Come back. Now activate your methods. Two methods. Now it's got activated. So now we have implemented both the methods. Okay, so now I want to call the methods.
Sir,
I'll go to the program.
Sir, one second, sir. So what happens if you execute here itself? If you click the execute
What happens
button,
if I execute here itself?
yes, sir. If you click the
Execute here itself.
yes, sir.
Yeah, you can execute a method. Say for example, so now this is
Yes.
Z test. This is an interface. Okay.
Okay.
So now wait, there is a class. You can execute from here only. I'll show you. Handler. Activate. So wait. Now see, get sum is there, get VBAK is there. I'll execute get sum. Execute this method. Num1 I'll give 10.
Yes, sir.
Num2 I'll give 20. I'll execute. So what it is? Sum is 30.
30. Yes, sir.
Okay, this is like just to check without writing coding, just to check how it will work.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So similarly, you can also check how this get VBAK is working. Click on execute, give some document number, and try to and check whether you are getting the data into the work area or not. You can check. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, let me go to the SE38. You know how to call the methods, correct? So
Yes.
do I need to tell you, or you can do it by your own? How to call these methods? So data obj type ref to
That
class
class.
name. What is the class name? ZCL test 2 or ZCL test 1. We have given some class name, no?
Yes, sir.
What is that? Let me see. SE24.
24. Test 3.
ZCL test 3. Test 3. Data obj type ref to ZCL test 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Create object.
So then what you need? What you will
Then
do?
call
Create
method.
object obj.
Object.
Then how you will call method?
Call method get.
What is
Get
the
sum.
method name?
Z.
Total.
Yes, sir.
No. You need to give the total. ZIF underscore test till get sum.
Okay, sir.
Single arrow. So you need to give a single arrow because you need to create the object. You give the single arrow. Okay. And
Yes.
then give it.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So I'm not doing that part. You just try to practice it. And now what I'm doing, I will just try to make the total interface
Yes, sir.
with the help of local programming.
Okay, sir.
That means without SE24, I will make everything here.
Okay, sir.
Interfaces. Interface, not interfaces. And interface. So now what we'll do? Interface IF1, or you don't give IF, yeah, I'll give interface F1. Okay, so here I will say method M1, okay, importing should come with inputting parameters. I don't know, let me check.
Yes, call. Roasted. Protect.
Oh, sorry. I need to give methods here, not method. methods M1. Fine. So now I'll give here importing num1 and also importing num1. So num1 type, what is the type reference also I need to say type
Character.
char10. Similarly num2 type
Char10.
char10 and then
Exporting.
exporting
Some
some
type.
type
Char10.
char10. Let us see. We'll save it. Check. Now it is okay. It's correct. So method M2 also you can define like this only, but I'm not declaring. I'm just simply declaring only one method. And now I'll go to the class. Class C1 definition and class. So interface methods will not have any implementation, correct? So I'm not writing any implementation for this interface. Class C1 definition, in the class C1 definition I'm going to include this interface. So now I'll say interfaces. What is the name? F1. So I'm including the interface in this class. So now I need to implement this. So what I need to do? Class C1 implementation and class method M1 and method sum is equal to num1 plus num2. Done. So class and method implementation is done. So here you need to say public section. Method M1 is not declared. Oh, sorry, not method M1. What is the
Get
method name we have given? M1 only, correct?
No, sir. Get some.
Given M1 only.
In that one.
No, here you see.
Here.
Methods M1.
Yes.
Class C1 implementation. Okay, method M1. Method M1 only. Method M1. Interfaces F1. Method M1 is not there. Okay. Let me comment this and check.
Implementation.
Oh, sorry. So what we need to do here? You need to give method interface name tilde method name, correct?
Yes.
So how it was coming? Interface name tilde method name.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to give this. Now data obj type ref to C1.
Okay.
Start of selection. Create
Object.
object obj.
Call.
Next.
Call method.
Yeah, call method.
M1.
Call method. What is the method name?
F5.
Call method obj single arrow
F5. F
F1
tilde.
tilde
M1.
M1. Exporting. Exporting what and all we are exporting? Num1.
Records.
Maybe num1 I'll put 10. Num2 20.
Importing.
And importing. You don't put any full stops here. Importing. What will import?
Sum.
Sum is equal to put sum or put here some total.
We need to declare.
We'll declare the total in the program. Write total. I'll declare the total in the program. Data total type
C.
character 10. Okay, now I'll save it, check it, activate, and execute. See, your result is
30.
okay. So this is how you can create an interface. You can include that interface inside the class,
Yes,
and then you can implement the class methods. Fine.
okay, sir.
So this concept is used in your body. There is a next topic, like after oops we will go for a body.
Okay.
In the body, what they will do, they will provide the interface.
Okay, sir.
Interface is called as a body definition. They will provide the interface.
Okay.
What you need to do, you need to implement the methods which are there inside the interface. Okay, so we will learn the practical implementation of these interfaces in the next, that means in the body. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And more, few important points. Whenever you have observed, like whenever I am creating a class, what I am doing, I am just clicking, unchecking the final checkbox. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So I will go to the SE24. I'll show you. Say for example, I'll create this and click on create. There is a final checkbox. I'm removing this final checkbox. What is this final?
Means after
If you put final, what will happen?
enhancement will not be available in that method. Is it right, sir?
Enhancement means
We can't create one more method or one more variables in that class.
no. Actually, if you put this checkbox final, then what will happen? This class cannot be inherited.
Okay, sir.
In the family, this is the only last child.
Okay.
Will not have any further childs.
Okay, sir.
So this is the last one, final class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you cannot inherit this class. You cannot inherit any class from this class. So that is the final class. And then what is the final method? Can you make a method as a final method?
By clicking only method, modulated.
So say for example, I have this class test3. I have 2 methods in this. I want to make this method as a final method. So what I will do, I will call this method. What is the final method? If you put final, what will happen? This class cannot be inherited. Okay. So this is the last one, final class. So that is the final class. And then what is the final method? Can you make a method as a final method? By clicking only method, modulated. So say for example, I have this class test3. I have 2 methods in this. I want to make this method as a final method. I'll go in a change mode. So I'll click this, click on this detail icon, and there is something called here final. I'll check this and click on change. So now this method is a final method, but the class is not the final class. This method is a final method. So now what will happen? If I declare a method as a final method, what will happen?
This method will not be inherited to the child.
No, it will be inherited to the child, but redefinition is not possible.
Okay.
You cannot redefine
Okay.
this method in the child class.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, so that is the difference between normal, that means final class and normal class. Final class means it cannot be inherited at all. If you declare a method as a final method, in the inherited class the redefinition is not possible.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, so with this we will close for today, and we will learn something called events. There is one more topic left in OOPS, so that is called events. Once we finish up with the events, I will show you the ALV, how to make OOPS, object oriented report with ALV. ALV, you know, right? ABAP list viewer.
Yes,
ALV
sir.
reports, we have done many reports.
Yes.
How to do that using OOPS, that I will tell you. Then we'll close with the OOPS. Probably we can complete by this Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll go for the next topic, BAPI, body and workflow. Okay.
Sir, tomorrow at what time will it be?
Tomorrow I
Saturday.
will let you know. I will confirm it. Okay, just like every Saturday, Sunday, I think it will be around 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I'll try to come 1 hour early if possible. Okay. So let me tell you the time, complete exact timing. I will tell you. Maybe Rajkumar will call you and tell you. Okay.
So will you come to here
Rajkumar is there.
itself?
Can you? Yeah, I'll come there. If Rajkumar is there, just give the phone for me.
1 second. Sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Sir, he is not at games.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah.
He not at
Tell
games.
me. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, sir. He
Okay, fine.
not at games to office, sir. That's all. Still.
Okay. Not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll meet later. Bye.
Okay. Bye.